Namaste. Welcome back to Learning Made Easy with Dipti Ritesh. So today in this video, let us learn about trigonometry. So this session is for the introduction part of trigonometry, and this topic is with respect to the class 10 CBSE syllabus. So let us see what is trigonometry, what are the different ratios we learn in trigonometry, and the basic concepts of trigonometry in this video. So in our previous classes, we have seen the different types of triangles, especially a right angle triangle and the properties of right angle triangles and the theorems related to right angle triangles. Now, why I am talking about right angle triangles here is the entire concept of trigonometry is based on the right angle triangle. We might have seen many examples where we can imagine a right angle to be formed. Okay, for example, let me take a triangle, let me take a tower. So this is a real-time example I'm giving. So let me take a tower with some height. Okay, so this is a tower with some height, and let us imagine a person is, so this is the base, so this is the base for the tower. Okay, and let me imagine a person is standing here and looking at the top of the tower, or I can say the tip of the tower. Okay, so I can say the person is looking at the tip of the tower. So this is a vision or the line of vision. Okay, fine. Now you can see here, this is the top of the tower, and this becomes the height of the tower. So this is the distance between the base of the tower and the man standing here. Okay, now if you see the side of or the line of vision here, which is given in dotted line, forms a hypotenuse of the right angle triangle. So if suppose we take the diagram or the triangle formed here as right angle triangle, this is a right angle triangle because the angle formed here will be 90 degree. So this can be imagined as a right angle triangle, and this is the hypotenuse of the right angle triangle. Now, can we calculate the height of the tower without actually measuring it? Yes, there is a solution for that. So we can calculate the height of the tower or the distance between the tower base and the man standing here without actually measuring it. That is explained in the concept of trigonometry. So let us take one more example. So let me take a building over here, and there is a balcony, and a man is standing here on the balcony. Okay, and there is a road over here. Okay, and there is on the other side of the road there is a plant. Let us take a flower plant. Okay, let us take a flower plant. Okay, now a man standing here on the balcony, let us imagine he is looking at the plant. Okay, now you can see here, similar to the previous case, a right angled triangle is formed. So we can say there is or the angle at this point is 90 degree, and this is one side of the right angle triangle, and this is the other side of the triangle, which here is nothing but the height of the or height at which the man is standing, and this can be taken as hypotenuse of the right angled triangle. Hypotenuse of the right angle triangle. Similarly, we can take many examples in real life or in our surroundings where we can imagine a right angle triangle is formed. Okay, so to measure all these heights or distances in such examples, we need not measure it actually. So if suppose we have the related data, then we can calculate the heights or the distances of these triangles by the trigonometric concepts. The word trigonometry is basically derived from a Greek words. So this is a single word, and it is derived from three Greek words, namely tri, then gon, G-O-N, and metron. Okay, and the meaning of tri is three, and gon as sides, and metron as measure. Okay, so the meaning of trigonometry is basically derived from three Greek words: tri, gon, and metron. So tri means three, gon means sides, and metron means measure. So we can say it's measuring of three sides. Three sides of what? Three sides of right angled triangle. Okay, so in fact trigonometry is the study of relationships between the sides and angles of a triangle. The earliest known work on trigonometry was recorded in Egypt and Babylon. Early astronomers used it to find out the distances of the stars and planets from the earth. Even today, most of the technological advanced methods used in engineering and physical sciences are based on trigonometrical concepts. So in this chapter or in this video, we will study some ratios of the sides of right angle with respect to its acute angles called trigonometric ratios of the angle. So here I said all the concepts of trigonometry here is based on right angle triangle. So when you take a right angle triangle, always there is a angle which is 90 degrees. So there is one angle which is 90 degree, and we can get two angles which are nothing but this and this. I can say this is nothing but an acute angle. Why this is acute angle? Because the angle measured here is less than 90 degrees, so this is an acute angle. Or if suppose all the measurements or the ratios what we are calculating is with respect to this angle, then also it is with respect to acute angle, because this angle, if suppose I name this is A, B and C, I can say this is a right angle which is 90 degree at B, vertex B, and we can say A and angle C are acute angles. So acute angle meaning is nothing but angle where it is less than 90 degree. So these are acute angles. And now let us see what are the different trigonometric ratios of these acute angles. And in this chapter, we'll be restricting our discussions only for the trigonometric ratios of acute angles. However, these ratios can be extended to other angles also, but in our discussion here, it will be restricted only for acute angles. Okay, we will also define the trigonometric ratios for angles of measure 0 degree and 90 degree. So when I say acute angle, it is basically angle which is less than 90 degree, or I can say it is an angle which is greater than 0 degree. But here we'll be discussing trigonometric ratios for angles which are acute, and also the angles 0 degree and 90 degree. So let us see what are different trigonometric ratios. Now this is a very basic or important topic of trigonometric. So before learning all the advanced topics of trigonometric, we need to know what are trigonometric ratios. Okay, so let me take the same example, that is nothing but a right angle triangle ABC, which I have written earlier. Okay, in this triangle, now let me consider angle A, only angle A. So angle A is formed here. This is angle A. Now the side opposite to this angle A is nothing but BC. Okay, so the side opposite to angle A is BC. So for angle A, the opposite side is what? BC. So I'm writing for angle A. So angle A, opposite side is BC. Now similarly for angle A, adjacent sides, we have two adjacent sides. One is this, that is AB, and the second one is AC. But in this right angle triangle, AC can be called as hypotenuse. So let me fix this as hypotenuse. For both the angles A and C, hypotenuse is AC. So AC is, let it fix it as hypotenuse. Now the side which is adjacent to angle A is AB, which is known as adjacent side. Adjacent side is AB. Similarly, now let us take angle C. So for angle C, what is the opposite side? So for angle C here, you can see in the diagram, opposite side is AB. AB. Now, what is the adjacent side for angle C? See, now if you see, look at the diagram here, we have two adjacent sides, two adjacent sides. But one side, which is nothing but AC, is fixed as a hypotenuse. So only remaining adjacent side is BC. So adjacent side for angle C is nothing but BC. Okay. So when we form trigonometric ratios, we need to identify different sides of the right angle triangle with respect to the angle chosen. Okay. Now here, if suppose I take angle as A, then the opposite side for that is BC and the adjacent side is AB. And if suppose I take angle as C, then the adjacent side is BC and the opposite side is AB. But hypotenuse will be same for both the angles. So AC becomes hypotenuse for this triangle. Okay. Now based on all these sides, let us define different trigonometric ratios. Now, let me define trigonometric ratios for angle A first. So, the first trigonometric ratio is sine of angle A. S-I-N-E, sine of angle A. So, we can define this trigonometric ratio as opposite side of angle A divided by hypotenuse of the triangle. So what is opposite side to angle A? It is BC divided by hypotenuse is AC. So this forms the ratio for trigonometric ratio, that is nothing but sine. Okay. Now here I've taken sine of angle A as BC by AC, but this is not always same. This will not be always same, depending on the naming of the vertices of the triangle, right angle triangle. The ratio will differ. Suppose I take one example. Let me take here. If suppose I take one more right angle triangle where, so this is a right angle triangle, where this is B, this is A and this is C, and I need the sine of angle B, then sine of angle B is nothing but side opposite to angle B. So side opposite to angle B is AC divided by hypotenuse. So hypotenuse is BC. So you can see here when we take angle A at this vertex and the naming of the triangle is like this, the ratio is BC by AC. So don't by heart this. So only thing you need to remember is how to identify opposite side, adjacent side and hypotenuse of the right angle triangle. And if you take here, so opposite side is now AC and the hypotenuse BC. So whatever notation we are using here will be different. Okay. So always remember that when we write trigonometric ratios, it is very important to identify where exactly the angle is formed and the opposite and adjacent sides of these this angle. Okay. So we have defined a sine of angle A. Now this is one trigonometric ratio. The abbreviation which is used for sine of angle A is, I can write it as SIN A. Okay. So sine A, which is nothing but BC by AC. Here this particular diagram. Okay. Now here sine A, when I write like this, sine A, it is not the product of, it is a single word. Okay. So remember that it is not the product of sine and A. This is not the product. Okay. This is wrong. So it is a single word. Sine A is single word, or you can say it as, or you can call it as sine of angle A. And so this is the abbreviation which is used for sine of angle A, and we'll be using only this for the calculation. Okay. Yeah. Now let me take the second trigonometric ratio. So let me go a bit fast for the same triangle, so which is given here. For for the same triangle, this black triangle, let me define a second trigonometric function. So the second trigonometric function is cosine of angle A. So let me write it. So cosine of angle A. Now cosine of angle A is side adjacent to angle A divided by hypotenuse. Now, and the same triangle, if we see the same triangle, what is side is adjacent to angle A? So this is angle A, and the adjacent side for angle A is AB. So AB, and what is hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is AC. So the ratio becomes AB by AC. AB by AC. So this is the second trigonometric function. Now, if you want to see the abbreviation for cosine, or if you want to write the abbreviation for cosine, the abbreviation for cosine will be cos. So COS, cos A. Again here, cos and A are not multiplied. It is not the product of two terms. It's a single term, cos A, and it's an abbreviation of cosine of angle A. And this can be written as AB by AC, which is nothing but adjacent side divided by hypotenuse. So I'm writing here ADJ, which is nothing but a short form for adjacent side, and HYP, which is hypotenuse, a short form for hypotenuse. So since this is the second trigonometric function, and the third trigonometric function, let me write. So the third trigonometric function is tangent of angle A. So tangent of angle A is defined as side opposite to angle A divided by side adjacent to angle A. So now let us take the same triangle which we considered earlier, and let us see what is side opposite and side adjacent to angle A. Now side opposite to angle A is BC, side adjacent to angle A is AB. It is BC by AB. Okay, yeah, fine. Now, this is the basic three or trigonometric ratios. And let me tell you one more thing, that is the abbreviation for tangent of angle A. So, tangent of angle A can be written as tan A. Tan A, which is nothing but tangent of angle A, and which is nothing but BC by AB, or if I'm writing with respect to sides in shortcut, that is nothing but opposite side by adjacent side. Again, I want to remind you that here tan A is not the product of two terms, it's a single term, which is nothing but tan A. Don't say tan into A, that is wrong. It's not the product, it's a tangent of angle A. Okay, now these are the basic three trigonometric ratios. Now, depending on the angle selected, I explained earlier, if suppose you are taking different angle, now in the same diagram here, now in the same diagram which is given in black, if you are suppose taking C as the angle, then let us define what are three different ratios with respect to angle C. So for the same triangle, let me write here. So let me write sine of C, that is sine C. So sine C is opposite by hypotenuse. So opposite to angle C is AB. So AB by AC. Okay. Now cos C, which is nothing but cosine of angle C, is given by adjacent by hypotenuse. So adjacent side for angle C is BC. So BC by AC. Okay. Next, tangent of angle C is tan C, which is nothing but opposite side by adjacent side. Opposite side for angle C is AB, and adjacent side for angle C is AC. So I hope this is clear. So we have learned sine of angle, cosine of angle, and tangent of angle. So now let me tell you that, see here, when we write tan of C or tan of A or tan of any angle, what we have used is opposite side by adjacent side. So let me write this, or let me modify this. So let me divide both numerator and denominator by hypotenuse. So opposite by hypotenuse divided by adjacent by hypotenuse. So this can be simplified further as opposite by hypotenuse is sine, and since I've taken here angle as C, let me write it as sine C divided by, what is adjacent by hypotenuse? It is cos C. Okay, so tangent of any angle can be defined as sine of that angle divided by cosine of same angle. So we need to remember this also for the calculation purpose. Okay, so I hope all the three trigonometric ratios, let me re-brief it. So sine of angle is nothing but opposite by hypotenuse. Cosine of angle is nothing but adjacent side by hypotenuse. And tangent of angle is opposite side by adjacent side. Or you can also say tangent of angle is sine of that angle divided by cos of that same angle. Okay. So let me stop here. There are three more trigonometric ratios which I'll be discussing in the next video. So I hope the concept is clear. So those who want a personal coaching for the mathematics of 10th and PU, there is nothing but class 12 or class 11. We provide personal coaching, or we have a coaching center at Mangalore. So the details are given in the screen, so you can approach us. Okay, thank you. That's it for today. Let us meet with the next video.